G'day folks, and welcome to World of Tanks with the Magnificent Margon. It has been a long time since I've actually sat in this chair and done a recording. It's probably been about 8 or 9 days. I must confess there is a reason for my slackness over the last number of weeks. Reasons for doing so? Well, despite the fact that I've been still playing tanks, I haven't played a lot of great games in tanks, but at the same time I haven't had a lot of terrible games in tanks. I just haven't been playing games in general. I've been just too busy, so I haven't had enough time to actually devote to gaming. And the reason for that is I am going to be a dad. Probably about 18 weeks ago, a little over 18 weeks ago, my wife actually fell pregnant, and at the time it wasn't much of a concern. It didn't take us till sort of 8 or 9 weeks into her pregnancy to actually find out. So about 9 weeks ago, which is about when I started getting a little bit slack. So I thought I'll give you guys information about why I've been a little bit slack, and the reason is that because I've been doing a lot of running around organising things for getting ready for the baby, so that way then when it happens everything's in place that I need to be in place to continue doing what I enjoy, as well as being able to look after the baby to the best of my ability. And that involves actually, well, finish building, well, not building, more or less outfitting the nursery room or the other bedroom in the house. So I've been doing a lot of work towards that, getting it ready to go, and pretty well over the next few days I'm going to be plastering it. But that's trivial things. Painting, and then there's outfitting the cupboard, and there's a whole heap of other things that need to be done to that room. But it'll probably take me a good couple of days to do that. So I've got everything in place now, and hopefully I'm able to now settle back down into this chair and give you a few recordings. Now, okay, I don't remember reading that, but KB1S is clearly not happy. Now this game, the T28, now this is the last, probably the second last to the last game I played in the T28 Prot. Now, I loved it. Now, I went hunting for this file on my computer the other day, and I actually don't know where I've put it. So I was lucky enough that I actually uploaded it to World of Tanks Replays, where I do upload a lot of my games very quickly. Once I had a great game, I quickly smash it up there. That way then it's up there, ready to go, and it can be used. Now, as you can see, I'm coming up onto this little ridge line here, which is like almost like a sniper point. I'll need to shoot down the Indian Panzer. Just like that. Take a shot, pull back, because 6th Sense did go off, but it gives me a great angle. If you see how I've angled the tank as I've come up over the ridge, it gives me the ability to bounce shots as well as give effective shots down upon my enemies and rain fire from above. Oh dear. And this is where the game becomes a lot more fun for me. I've just done 2 monstrous shots into the Indian Panzer. There he is again, trying to run away. I'll give him another good one, and I'm bouncing a shot from someone else, an invisible target, off in the future, or off in the distance. I couldn't get another reload onto the Indian Panzer, which is fine. There is someone down there who is shooting me. There he is, the E2. Let's see how I go getting him. He can't get me, but I can get him. And this is what I loved. I found a position where I could sit on a hill quite effectively and rain down on people. And I've never really spotted this position. There's another great one. Into the 5100, smashed him. Now I am taking a shot there, so I've just slightly twisted my tank around to try and get a bit more of an effective block. On tanks, there's more bouncers coming in than you could poke a stick at the moment. I am getting hit on the right though, and I start getting hit pretty hard. I think I've obviously worked out that was a cracker. And I took 2 really strong hits. That's where I thought, okay, I gotta fall back, reposition slightly, come back up in a new position, and get ready to put some more effective height down. Now, I don't think I've ever sat in this position ever, and it was one of those things where it seemed to work perfectly. And there's a shot coming in, so there's someone still there. Someone is still spotting me, so if I can get my tank on the right angle, I can use the bush for a bit of cover. Then that shot flew over straight past me. So we're capping in essence, but I'm in a really good position. Unfortunately, the position's now no good, except for doing this. Oh. And this is, I have never in all the years had so much fun and laughed so hard while I was playing this. I just could not stop laughing. Despite the fact that we cap out and win this, I couldn't stop laughing. It was just horrendous. Purely and simply, I have never, in all my years of, well, all my months of playing, I haven't been playing for years, stumbled across a position that can do that for me. Now that's 3,450 recorded damage, and that's huge. That is very big. But if you do look on my Facebook page, which is the Magnificent Margon, you can search it through the searching things. I'm sure it will pull it up. You will find my Facebook. Otherwise, there is a link in the description below. I do put up funny things like this, which I'm about to show you. Now, here we have the battle results. As you can see, Mastery Badge 3, so it wasn't brute. People are playing a lot better than me in this tank. High caliber, well, highest damage in the team. Steel wall, but I also got tank sniper. Now that's the first time I've ever had tank sniper, and I couldn't stop laughing at the fact that I got a tank sniper. That's the first time ever, and the reason for it is I did. Does it show it here? No, it doesn't. In the game one, it actually shows you shots done at distance, damage done over distance. I did nearly 2,000 damage over the 300 meters, which isn't too bad. Damage wise, as you can see, the two top stars which were in the cap circle couldn't carry the team, but we had an even spread of damage, which gave us the bigger advantage. I think finding that sniper position for me paid off just nicely. Oh, those birds. And that was what was favourable for me, and I did enjoy this battle. 3,490 base XP, 44,000 credits, not too bad. It's, I don't know, this is one of those games where everything seemed to just pay off just nicely, just sweetly enough, that I was really, really happy with all the results and everything else. I couldn't ask for anything better. There was the double XP of the day too, and I don't know, every time I get a battle like this, I don't get the double XP, and this was just the battle that I rolled up in this, and I jumped in several other tanks. I had some smashing games, but as I said, this was the last battle I actually played in my T28 Prot. I now have the T30, so it's taking a lot to get back into playing the T28 Prot without having a experienced crew like I do. And as much as the crew in this tank is experienced, it's just, it doesn't have the same feel as it once did. It's just, I don't know what it is, but you have a team of guys that I've worked with basically on a tank since I started rolling up a tank tree, and now I've got rid of them, and the tank has definitely got a different feel about it, and I can feel it. And maybe that's just because of the way things are, but at the same time, it's just, it frustrates me. Like the other day I was playing on it with Kaz and he was on his Borsig, and I forgot I didn't have Sixth Sense anymore, so I was just sitting in the bushes daydreaming, basically going, yeah, nothing's seeing me, but I'm still getting shot, what's going on? Later on that I realised I didn't have Sixth Sense, and I was towards the end of the battle going, oh, that was pretty scrubby of me, why wasn't I paying attention to that? And they're the things that you need to be more aware of when playing in battles, when you change from an experienced crew to a not so experienced crew. So guys, outside of that, look, I am in some ways sorry that I haven't been able to provide for you all the entertainment that I have been over the last few games. This is just a taste of what's to come. I am going to be playing a few more different games. I've got a game in mind that I want to share and play, which I think will be a lot of fun, that I'm going to record while playing with a couple of mates if I can convince them all to get it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. As well as I have played a lot of Diablo 3. So playing Diablo 3 is very hard to do it. It's more or less, it's a tricky one to do unless I'm doing it using a live feeding program where we can all sit there and laugh at the stupidity that happens in the battles. So yeah, it's not gonna be easy for me to do it, but I have got a few little snippets that I've got out of Diablo 3 that I would like to show off. But guys, outside of that, look, I am back as much as I can be. I have got this week off from work. Baby's on the way, not due till February, so I've got a fair bit of time. I got Christmas, which I've got 5 weeks off, that's been totally devoted to playing World of Tanks, along with a few other computer games at the same time. Maybe even record a little bit of WoW, Warlords of Draenor. I'm hoping that I can actually do that for you guys, as I'm just doing a few little bits and pieces. Maybe record a few dungeons, just post them up without me commentating on them or things like that. Just see how things go. I am going back just to try out different new features of it. I'm not going to be playing it for a long time. I'm just going to play it just to check things out. But that's all that, guys. Enjoy your gaming. Happy hunting. I'll catch you on those battlefields.